Hey there, my creative friend, welcome back to the channel where imagination meets craftsmanship and where passion finds purpose. Today's topic is something truly remarkable, something that combines strength, balance, and artistic vision. We're exploring cantilevered tables, those bold, modern creations that seem to defy gravity and expectation, floating in elegance while standing firm in design. This isn't just about furniture. This is about engineering meets artistry. About pushing wood beyond the ordinary and discovering how design can inspire, impress, and even earn. When a cantilevered table stands in a room, it doesn't just occupy space, it transforms it. Its design catches the eye, its balance fascinates the mind, and its craftsmanship earns respect. It's a conversation starter, a statement piece, a masterpiece built with both precision and passion. And here's what makes it even more exciting: you can turn these creations into a profitable venture. Because the world loves innovation. People crave furniture that stands out, that tells a story, that feels alive. So today, we'll explore not just the beauty and creativity behind these designs, but also how your cantilevered tables can elevate homes and your income. Welcome to a world built to inspire, where wood, design, and imagination come together to create elegance that earns. When you first see a cantilevered table, it almost feels like magic, a piece of furniture that seems to defy gravity itself. One side floating elegantly in the air, supported only by a single, confident base. It's more than just a table, it's a statement, a conversation starter, and a testament to the power of balance, both in design and in life. What makes these tables so captivating is the illusion they create. They appear delicate, but they are built on a deep understanding of strength and structure. Every curve, every joint, every hidden support speaks the language of precision and imagination. For the craftsman, it's a challenge that invites creativity. For the buyer, it's art that feels alive. Imagine walking into a room and seeing a table that doesn't just sit there, but seems to float effortlessly. You can't help but touch it, to wonder how it stands, to admire the maker who saw possibility where others saw limitation. That moment of curiosity, that spark, is exactly what makes cantilevered tables sell. People don't just buy them for utility, they buy them for the story they tell. Behind every cantilevered creation, there's a craftsman who has learned the dance between stability and style. It starts with wood selection, not just any piece, but one that carries the right grain, strength, and soul. Hardwoods like oak, walnut, or teak often take center stage, not just for durability, but for the richness of tone they bring. The wood doesn't shout, it whispers sophistication. And when combined with sleek metal frames or minimalist bases, it becomes something that belongs in both modern lofts and cozy living rooms. The process is as much about intuition as it is about skill. You learn to balance proportion and pressure, to find that invisible harmony where weight and space meet perfectly. It's a lesson in patience, one adjustment too much or too little, and the illusion falls apart. But when it finally stands firm and still looks like it's floating, there's this quiet satisfaction that no machine can replicate. It's the kind of pride that only handcrafting can give. What's fascinating about cantilevered designs is that they appeal to both emotion and intellect. They carry an aura of modern architecture, clean, minimal, intelligent, while still preserving the warmth of traditional woodworking. They invite both designers and dreamers, homeowners and collectors. People love owning a piece that's more than furniture, it's innovation made tangible. And yes, they sell, not just for beauty, but because they command attention in any setting. A single cantilevered coffee table in a living room can transform the whole feel of the space. It suggests taste, design awareness, and appreciation for craftsmanship. And for creators, that's where art turns into income. Because what you're offering isn't just a table, it's elegance that floats in midair, a blend of science, art, and storytelling. The most successful woodworkers know this: customers don't remember measurements, but they remember emotion. They remember how a piece made them feel, inspired, intrigued, amazed. Cantilevered tables, when built with care and intention, deliver exactly that. They make people pause, smile, and imagine that same feeling in their own home. That's the spark that turns admiration into a sale. And once you've built one, you realize how many ways this concept can evolve. Dining tables, office desks, side tables, each can carry that same, floating, aesthetic, adjusted to its purpose. Add lighting beneath, combine materials, experiment with finishes, and every version becomes a signature creation. With each build, you grow not just as a craftsman, but as a storyteller in wood. At the heart of it all lies one simple truth: inspiration sells. When you pour intention into your craft, when you design something that elevates spaces and emotions alike, you're not just creating products, you're creating experiences. The cantilevered table, in all its daring simplicity, reminds us that balance isn't just about structure. It's about finding the perfect meeting point between creativity and practicality, between art and livelihood. So, when someone sees your work and says, "How does it even stand like that?" you know you've done more than build furniture. You've captured wonder. You've built something that inspires. Let's start with the essence of what makes cantilevered tables so unique. At first glance, they look almost impossible, like they're defying physics. A thick wooden top seemingly floating in air, supported only by one end. That illusion of weightlessness is what makes them so stunning. It's a blend of engineering logic and artistic daring. You see, the cantilever design is about trusting balance, structure, and craft. It's about creating something strong enough to hold its ground yet graceful enough to look effortless. And when you work with wood, achieving that balance becomes even more rewarding. Because wood is alive, it breathes, bends, and reacts. Shaping it into a cantilevered structure teaches patience, precision, and respect for the material. When you build such a table, you're not just cutting wood, you're sculpting an experience. Every joint, every line, every hidden support becomes part of a visual symphony, a quiet conversation between gravity and grace. Now, imagine that table in a modern living room, clean white walls, natural light streaming in, and there it stands, your cantilevered creation, bold yet elegant. The grain of the wood catches the light, the floating top draws eyes instantly, and everyone who sees it wonders, how is that even standing? That reaction, that moment of awe, is where your value lives. That's where your craft speaks louder than words. And here's the beautiful truth: people don't just buy tables like these for function. They buy them for emotion, for statement, for style. They buy the idea of uniqueness, of owning something few others have. That's where your artistry turns into opportunity. Because when you make something that sparks curiosity and admiration, you're not just building furniture, you're building demand. Every cantilevered design begins with an idea, a vision of simplicity, boldness, and confidence. It challenges the ordinary. And that's exactly what makes it profitable. In a world full of straight, predictable furniture, a cantilevered table says, "I'm different." It's not trying to impress, it simply does. And people are drawn to that difference. You don't need to be a big manufacturer to create that magic. You just need craftsmanship, creativity, and care. That's the beauty of woodworking. Even a small workshop, guided by passion, can produce pieces that belong in high-end homes, offices, or studios. Think about it. When someone walks into a space and sees a cantilevered desk or a coffee table that seems to float effortlessly, it becomes a memory. They'll talk about it. They'll take photos. They'll share it online. Your work doesn't just stay in one room, it travels, inspires, and reaches new people. And that's how handmade craft grows, through admiration and word of mouth. Now, let's talk about the heart behind the creation, the love that makes each piece truly yours. Every woodworker knows that the process is just as meaningful as the result. From choosing the right slab of wood to refining every curve, the journey itself teaches you something new every time. Cantilevered designs demand precision, every joint must hold balance, every angle must align. It's a test of patience and creativity. But once you finish and step back, you realize you've built something beyond furniture, you've built confidence. You've built a piece that reflects both your skill and your spirit. And that's why these projects earn not only money but respect. Because they show mastery, a deep understanding of how design and structure work together. Even customers who don't know the technical side can feel it. They sense the intention behind your work, the way everything fits perfectly, the way the surface glows with natural finish, the way it seems both strong and delicate at once. That's the power of handcrafted excellence. Now, beyond the craft lies another beautiful reality. the opportunity to earn while inspiring. So, my friend, as we wrap up this journey, remember this: every cantilevered table you design isn't just wood and balance. It's belief in design, in craftsmanship, and in yourself. You're not just building furniture that stands on one end, you're building dreams that stand on their own. Your work has the power to transform spaces and inspire minds. It has the ability to bring beauty into homes and meaning into your life. When you create with care, you give more than a product, you give emotion, you give art, you give soul. That's the heart of being a maker, the reason we keep sanding, shaping, and dreaming. Because deep down, we know that every piece we create carries a part of us, our patience, our vision, our love for what we do. And when your creation stands there, elegant, balanced, admired, you realize something simple but powerful: you built more than a table. You built inspiration. So, keep dreaming. Keep crafting. Keep believing that what you create matters. Because it does. Your hands can turn wood into wonder. Your ideas can turn design into income. And your heart can turn craft into legacy. Thank you for watching, my friend. If this inspired you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Join our growing family of makers who believe that true artistry is built not for show, but to inspire. Until next time, stay creative, stay grounded, and keep building what the world can't stop admiring. Because your next creation might just be the one that elevates not only a space, but a life.